Hello, Holy One. Hello, hello. So welcome to this space. Welcome to this space. This is our space. This is our space. This is the space we allow to have a conscious conversation. We allow ourselves to hold a higher dimensional understanding. And we allow to have that higher dimensional understanding birth a higher dimensional reality. That's what we're here to be and do. That's ascension, that's spiritual awakening, that's spiritual growth, that's the evolution of the divine within the form. So yesterday I posted a video on here, and it was about the various spaces of us as multidimensional beings, the way in which we are downloading information from our higher mind and our higher heart, and the way in which we are also shifting our vibrational flow, our frequency, our energy, yes, into a what we would call higher state or higher dimension or higher vibrational alignment. And so that was a really cool talk, you know, and there was good comments coming in on it as well. So thank you for that. Thank you for that very much. Someone did comment that they were kind of stuck by the title, and that they had some medical spaces they had navigated, and some shifts and changes in their perception and their interpretation of themselves after those medical spaces. So the title is meant to allow for you all who connect with the title to say, wait a minute, can it be both? Can it be even more than that? And what is this about? What is she talking about? And then the video explains it. So we're so vast. We're so vast. Even when we think we know who we are, we're more. We're even more. So I also mentioned at the end of the video that I was going to make another video and share it today. So here it is. So this is about how we hold fear. We all hold fear, some way, somehow, some kind of fear in different spaces of our belief structures and our mindsets and the way in which we view ourselves or believe in ourselves or believe around the world around us. How the way we hold that fear, though, whatever those fears are, that's why we interpret from a denser space of interpretation. So the more fear someone holds in general, the more negatively they interpret the world, because they're afraid. So they're afraid of being hurt, they're afraid of being not enough, they're afraid of being judged, they're afraid of whatever they've been even programmed to be afraid of. You know, that's a really big one here. You didn't come in afraid. Have you ever thought about that? We did not come in afraid. We were programmed and taught to be afraid. And then one farther than that, if you will, is we were programmed what to be afraid of. Because that's a real powerful way to control something, is to program it, tell it, teach it what it should be afraid of. And then bring in spaces that activate that fear, that aren't even real, but because they're brought in, they are believed, then the fear is activated at an even another level. What am I talking about? Well, basically, I really work hard at this channel, maintaining a very high vibrational space of talking about uplifting things, but information is powerful, and that is uplifting. So let's keep that in mind as we allow ourselves to look at the information. What's happening with humanity? What's happening with the planet Earth? And there's lots of different viewpoints, and there's lots of different mindsets and belief structures. And some of them have been labeled really well. So some of them are labeled as conservatives, and some are labeled as liberals, and some are labeled as intellectuals, and some are labeled as hippies, and some are labeled as this, that, and the other, right? That's a part of the fear program. That's a part of the fear program we've been given, to label, 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 label. Identify as this specific little space, because if you identify as this specific little space, you forget that realize you are all the spaces. And then it's so easy to implement fear when you're just this little space. Oh, you should be afraid of this other space and this space and that space, because you're just this. This is all you believe. This is all you allow. Oh, is it? Or is that just what somebody's told us? I find this fascinating and exciting, and I'm joyful, because the more people that just entertain this thought, this possibility, the more that the collective consciousness opens up, takes a deep breath, and anchors further into its remembrance of its vastness. What happens when that happens? People love. People walk in peace. People are kind. People are gracious. People are merciful. People are compassionate. We're already these things. We've just been programmed to forget we are. We've been programmed to act as if we are not. And because of that, so many people carry fear. And it's not their fault, really. They've just swallowed hook, line, and sinker what they've been fed in every way in which the food has arrived. Books, movies, education, science, medicine, religion, spiritual world. It's everywhere. There's fear everywhere, except here. And there doesn't have to be fear here if you remember who you are. You are an eternal being having a now in a human form. You've had a form of another space at another time. You'll have a form of another space at another time as well. But in this now, this focal point, this is your power. This is you, that you designed this and aligned this so that you could go into the next space of you. I can go in the next space of me. If you're eternal, we'd get bored if we didn't create and expand. That's what we're doing. And we're doing it in specific ways based on layouts. And even the spaces of fear programming. It's a layout. That's all. It's a layout. And we have the ability to change the layout. We have the ability. We're doing it. We've changed the layout. Some may feel like they're still in that layout, and many know they're not. They haven't been there for a long time. I left the layout in 2020. Right now, as this video is being published and released, it's 2024. I haven't lived in that layout for a very long time. You choose what you live in. Even what you see on the outside, that's not to dictate where you live. What you know on the inside dictates where you live. What you believe about your wholeness, your sacred divine soul, your eternal light, that dictates where you live. And when that is in play, when that thought process and understanding and that energy is flowing through you, then that will reflect back to you in your outer world. And they know that. The ones that have implemented fear programming and identification and separation, they know that. And they don't want you to. They don't want you to figure that out. They want to keep control. But you're vaster than that space. And that space is a gift because it allows you to know you're vaster. It allowed me to know I'm vaster. And we get to choose. So what does that mean? Just analyze, just go within, just take a moment to think about, do I have any hardcore spaces that I'm like, I'm a this, you know? This is what I believe, and I allow no other belief structures, and this one's not right because mine's right, or, you know, however that plays out for you. I believe I'm good enough. I believe I'm worthy. I believe I am eternal. I believe this lady's onto something. Those are spaces of opening up, right? Opening up the flow, allowing the remembrance. And when that happens, the fear starts to heal and release because more love has shown up. And when that happens, the reflection of the world around you starts to match that love that has shown up. and it no longer matches the fear that used to live there. Because whatever you're seeing is a reflection of what you're being. And there's no judgment on that. It's just energy. And you can change at any moment the energy of you. And we do. There's a famous verse in the Bible, marvel not, I say unto thee, thee must be born again. I believe it's daily, momentarily, breath-wise. Every breath, I'm born again. I'm new. I'll listen to a new idea. I'll look at a new plan. I work with Acasma quantum energy. It's an ever-expanding, energetic healing modality, an ascension modality. What does that mean? It's here to assist us. It's designed directly to be this space with us as we continue to expand. It meets us right where we're at every single moment. It's us assisting us. It's part of the grand design. It's how we remember, and there are many, many other ways to do so as well, but this is one of them. This is one of them. And we get to be it. We get to. The honor. The joy. So when we live from fear, the reflection of that is all around us. Disgruntled arguments, difficult encounters, stuck spaces, cycled behavior. When we live from love, because we love ourselves first. You have to love you first. It won't work. You can't love anything out here until you love what's in here. When we live from love, that reflection will be there. You will have grace and compassion flow through your being. You will have neutrality, curiosity from a space of beauty and love. And your reflective world will mirror that back to you. It's in our hands. It's always been in our hands. We're just realizing how powerful and strong our hands are. So someone asked as well in a comment why my breath fluctuates. I think it might have been in another video, but maybe they'll catch this one. My breath fluctuates because I channel very high energy of the higher mind, my higher mind, your higher mind, our higher mind, and the higher heart. And my body has to process that energy, and breath is a powerful tool to process and assimilate the higher flow. So allow your breath, right? I have a lot of videos on here about that. There's one I think even has in the title recently, I Am Breath. The I Am Breath. That's a great one. Watch that video as well. So the higher the energy goes, the more I feel it in my form, and my body has found ways to process so that I can continue to speak, I can continue to share, I can continue to be a conduit of these higher flows of space, of us, of the one within the many. So I lay this at your feet. Please like it. Hit the thumbs up button, please. Hello. I do this to bring forth the information to all who are ready to hear. I know this is what I'm here to do. I also do this for a full-time job, living career. So getting on here is a time space I love because I love you. I love connecting with our family of light, our beautiful Acasma family of light. Give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. It's very easy to do. Leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel. All those things help this video get put in front of more people. You play a role in who gets to see this. Thank you. Thank you for your space here. You play a role in blessing me by saying thank you in various ways. Thank you. I'm going to be in LA at the Conscious Life Expo in February 9th, 10th, and 11th. So you can go to my website, sacredexpansion.com, and there's more information there. My book is up for 2023 Book Awards at the Conscious Life Expo. I'm super excited about it. If you don't know about my book, there's more information on my website as well. We have a power-packed, beautiful Being the New Human class coming up this Saturday on my Patreon channel. If you're not already a patron, go over there and check that out. There's a link tree in my banner on YouTube, and it'll take you everywhere you might want to go. I am honored to walk with you. Thank you for your presence in this space. Thank you for remembering who you are and allowing your flow. Yaro soya. Tabe ye iana kea kaoa. Tabo iana nawa. Iana nawa tea. Iana nawa tea. Iana nawa tea. Blessings upon you, Holy One. Blessings.